Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video has probably been my most requested video. Everybody wants to know, how do I get this curly, crazy hair? And after a lot of thought, I have finally decided to go ahead and film a video showing you my very simple routine as to how my hair ends up looking like this. And to be honest with you, it's mostly the products that I use. My hair is naturally curly and I have just discovered which products actually work for me. Without any further ado, if you are interested in finding out how I maintain / style my curly hair, make sure you keep on watching, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I want to start off by saying how awkward it was to actually film myself in the shower shampooing and conditioning my hair, but I have now done it, so this footage will exist forever on the internet, so hopefully it turned out great. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. I am one of those people who has struggled with curly hair ever since I can remember. When I was a kid, my mom would literally take a comb and just like whoosh, just brush right through my hair, no matter how much pain it caused me, in order to detangle my curls. And I remember clumps of hair coming out every time my mom would just run her brush or comb through it, and it was painful, and I think that's what emotionally scarred me from ever wanting to veer away from just braiding my hair, because then I avoided getting it super tangly, or putting my hair up in a bun or ponytail. And I swear to you, if I look back at any pictures from, I'd say when I was kindergartner to probably grade 8, you will always see my hair up in a braid or in a ponytail. That is the only hairstyle that I knew I could do. But all of that was because I didn't know how to actually work with my curly hair, and I didn't really have any products at home either. I had a couple of friends at school who used to tell me, oh, just use whatever mousse or hairspray you have. So I tried that. Did not turn out great. My hair went super hard and crunchy and it looked like a hot mess. I then was wandering down the aisles of my local drugstore, so my Shoppers Drug Mart, and I discovered Anthony's curl line. And I don't know, this was some sort of leave-in conditioning treatment that was meant to help you style your curly hair. Well, I tried that and that sucked too. It just made my hair look super greasy, and I never really wanted to leave my hair down. And so I continued this journey until I went to university, and that's where I met a girl who introduced me to her hairstylist, and this woman had curly hair herself. Now, I don't even want to talk about the crazy haircuts that I've had in the past, but it was so incredible to actually find a stylist who understood how to work with curly hair, because it is not like normal hair. You may think that because my hair looks voluminous that it's probably really thick and luscious. Well, it isn't. I actually have very, very fine hair, and to be honest with you, I've been losing a lot of my hair over the last couple of years, so it has thinned out quite a bit. It's not as thick and luscious as what it used to be when I was younger. But this stylist introduced me to a line of products that forever changed me. And the line that I am talking about is Davines. Davines is an Italian brand. They have a bunch of different products for different types of hair, whether you have straight hair, curly hair, dry, damaged, frizzy, you name it, they have the products for you. And it is one of the best hair product lines that I have ever worked with in my life. I have been using their products for about 10 years now, if not a little bit more. So I really have a good feel for how everything works, and truly this line has changed my life. I can now leave my hair down just like this and feel very confident with my hair, whereas before this line ever came into my life, I would have had my hair in braids. I'm not going to focus on the entire Davines line, although maybe one day I will film another video telling you what other styling products I use when I do something different with my hair. But for the meantime, we are going to focus on the Love line, and the Love line happens to be their curl line. I'm going to start off by telling you that I only wash my hair either 1 or 2 times a week, depending on how frequently I've actually gone to the gym, and that's when my hair gets super greasy, and obviously I need to wash it. it. Aside from that, I try not to wash or style my hair too often because my curls are very delicate and I don't want to break them up more than I absolutely have to. But when I do jump into the shower, I definitely pull out my Love Curl shampoo. I get the big bottle, and this big bottle here lasts me for about 8 to 12 months, obviously depending on how frequently I'm washing my hair, but I get really good longevity with this. This bottle, I've taken off the price tags, it's around the $100 mark, so it is a little bit up there in price, but given that I get to use this whole bottle for almost a year, I'd say that is pretty good value, and I'm okay with spending that money, especially since this works so well. As you'll see in just a moment, what I do is I take 2 to 3 pumps of this shampoo, and that's probably a little too much product. My hairstylist would say use a little bit less, but I really like to get a good lather going. So I take about 2 to 3 pumps. I disperse it all over my hair, starting at my ends and then working my way to my roots. And I really get in there and make sure I've got a good lather going. I also love the fragrance of this shampoo. I don't know how to best describe it besides a really fresh scent that is not overwhelming. Honestly, I have gotten I almost dropped that bottle. I have gotten so many compliments on the way my hair smells. I can't even count how many times. And my family members know when I've been around because they can smell my hair. And not in a bad way. Not that it lingers and is obnoxious like the Huda Beauty setting spray or anything. This is just very pleasant and very light. I shampoo my hair and then obviously I rinse it away. If my hair has been really greasy and dirty and ratty, I'll go in for a second time and shampoo a second time. That is generally recommended, but since I'm usually in a hurry to get in and out of the shower, I only shampoo once. Once I finish doing that, I then move over to my conditioner. So I grab the Love Curl conditioner, and this here is just an incredible conditioner. It is almost like a leave-in treatment. So what I typically do with this conditioner, again, is take between 2 to 3 pumps. I will work it from the ends of my hair up to my roots, and once all of my hair is coated, I try to give myself a little bit of a temple massage as best I can. It's always better when someone else does it. But I tend to leave the conditioner in my hair for anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes 5 to 10 minutes. It just depends on how much time I actually have in the shower. I will usually put my hair up in some sort of bun, and then I will proceed to wash the rest of my body, shave my legs, my armpits, whatever needs to get done during that time. So while I'm doing the rest of my stuff in the shower, the conditioner really gets in there and does its business. It really helps to soften up your hair, it conditions and moisturizes your curls, and it leaves your hair feeling super, super soft. It is fabulous. After the 10-minute mark, I get rid of the conditioner so that my hair is nice and clean to the touch. I quickly put my hair back up in a bun, and at that point I'm generally done my shower, so I step out and I towel dry for less than 2 minutes. All I'm trying to do with a towel is get a little bit of the moisture out of my hair so I can then go in and comb it. Some people are gonna think I am crazy for combing out wet hair, and sure, it's probably not the best thing to do, but it's the way that I've always done my hair. After my hair has been conditioned, my comb legitimately slides through my hair like butter. If you do have kinkier hair than I do or curlier hair than I do, you probably wanna take a comb just like this. This is a comb from Goody. I picked this up from Walmart for $4, so it is really affordable. And what you can do when you still have the conditioner in your hair in the shower is just begin combing it out and detangling. So when you come out of the shower, your hair is already detangled and ready to be styled. After after that, I begin the styling process while my hair is still nice and wet. And this is the only way I can style my hair. I cannot style it if it has dried up by any means. If I do notice that my ends are starting to get dry or other parts of my hair are starting to get dry, I go to the sink, I put this under the tap to get it nice and wet, and I start combing it through my hair just to add the moisture back in. At that point, I go into my styling creams. So I have two styling creams here. One is called the Love Curl Controller and the other is called the Love Curl Cream. Now both of these are phenomenal products. I'm going to insert a clip of me styling my hair here so you guys can see exactly how I do it. Now that I have my hair all combed out, you guys can see I have very curly, kinky hair. Now what I'm gonna do is just give it a comb through one final time just to make sure I have no kinks left and that my comb runs through my hair like butter. It also gets rid of all of the straggly bits that are shedding. Just realized I have my glasses on. Now what I'm gonna do is part my hair on this side here, which is where I typically like to leave my part. I used to do it down the middle a number of years ago, and my hairdresser eventually switched it over to this side, and I have never looked back. I think it is far more flattering for my face shape. However, sometimes if my hair is damaged or I'm not having a good hair day, this side does get a little bit curl heavy, so I kind of look like a poof and then a poof. That's when my hair goes up into a ponytail really quickly. I'm just going to part it down the middle so that all of my hair has now been pushed to the front as you see it. And this is my secret weapon. Every curly haired person that I talk to who asks me, oh my god, what do you do to your hair to keep it so curly? It looks fantastic. Your curl is intact, there's no frizz, etc, etc. I always tell them about this. This is a product from Davines that I have fallen in love with. This is the Curl Controller. So what I do is I take some product just like so onto my hand. I'll rub my hands together and then slowly, starting from kind of the midpoint downwards, I'll just evenly disperse the product in my hair. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. But now I've got two hands I get to work with. What I will always do is take the bottom ends and just scrunch them a little bit to make sure that the ends have the most amount of product, because this is where my hair tends to break down the most and then it ends up looking naughty and ratty. So I really pay close attention to the ends. Whatever product is sort of left on my hands, I just kind of drag it down the top of my head to make sure it gets into my roots. And as you guys can see, my hair is still parted and everything is brought forward. Now what I'm gonna do is kind of fling everything back and take my hand down the back portion just like so. Hopefully I'm in focus. I can't see what's going on behind me. And just make sure everything meshes really well together. I have almost no product left on my hands now, so what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit more, just that much, almost like a quarter size. Again, rub it in my hands and just coat my hair one more time, more so focusing on the underbelly than anything else and the ends. And there you go, guys. That's it. That's what I do. I want to talk about these two products just a little bit more because these here are really the holy grails of styling my hair. So we've got the Curl Cream and the Curl Controller. The Curl Cream is actually the first product that Davines ever released in their Love line, and both of these are viewed as leave-in styling slash conditioning treatments, if you will. The Curl Cream and and the curl controller have the exact same consistency. They have the exact same scent. So there's no difference in terms of the texture. But when you work both of the products into your hair, they give you slightly different results. I'd say the curl cream sets your curls a lot more. So if you're looking for something that is going to set and slightly harden your hair, not to the point where it's going to go crunch crunch or anything like that, but it is going to keep it a little more in place, then I'd say use the curl cream. But if you are looking for something that's going to give you more of a natural sort of soft look, which is what I've got going on today, then I would say use the curl controller, because that is the biggest difference. This is going to set your curl, but it's going to leave your hair feeling a little bit softer. Each of these bottles will set you back $34.80, at least that is what I pay in Canadian dollars, and they are worth every single penny. I always try to keep backups of each of these because I know if I don't have those products, I'm not washing or styling my hair. That is how strongly I feel about them. As you guys saw in the little clip where I showed you how I actually styled my hair, you'll know that I don't put any heat on my hair. That is the most important thing that I have done for my curly hair. I used to straighten my hair a lot. I used to style it with heat a lot, and I damaged it so badly. It became so frail that it would just break off so easily. I used to have hair that was down to my elbows. That's how long it was. And from all of the styling that I did, it just kept progressively breaking, and I wasn't cutting it often enough. And so my hair basically fell off. It was horrible. And I am only now just really getting back to the luscious curls that I once used to have. No straggly bits are left. But that is a testament to my no heat rule. Some people do like to diffuse their curls, and that is perfectly fine, but I like to let my hair air dry. That is what ends up working best for me. Those are my two holy grail styling products. They are my hidden gem that I share with the world now. If you are looking for a really great styling product for your curly hair, I would highly, highly recommend these. As much as I love the curl cream, I think I like the curl controller a little bit more just because of how soft and natural my hair feels with it. But honestly, you could give me either one of those products and I could use either one for the rest of my life and never look back. Now, there are days where obviously I'm not washing my hair and my curls are starting to break up a little bit and look a little bit ratty, and that's okay, you know, stuff happens. And that is when I pull out this product here. So this is something that is relatively new from Davines. It's called the Love Curl Revitalizer. And this is a revitalizing treatment for curly hair. The unfortunate thing about this bottle is that it is made of recyclable plastic, so it is really, really soft. So when you're pushing down the spray, it actually sinks into the bottle. So they need to switch their packaging on that. But what I did is I went to the dollar store, I bought one of these tiny little spray bottles, I poured some product in here, and now what I do is I just use this to spray some of this product into my hair. And this is literally all I do is I just spray some of this in here. I gently make sure it gets absorbed into my hair with this type of motion. I kind of crunch everything in, and poof, my curls then suddenly become revitalized. I don't know what sort of technology is in this, but whatever it is, it's working, and I will continue to use it. The one thing I am going to warn you about with this particular curl revitalizing treatment is that it does leave your hair sticky for the first 10 to 15 minutes until it officially dries down. The last product I want to talk about, and this is one of the products that I use, I'd say once every other week when I really want to do a deep conditioning of my hair. It's this mask right here. It looks a little bit ugh right now because I've really been digging into it. This is the Love Curl Hair Mask, and if you crack open, this package smells so good. This is the product. It does feel a little bit waxy to the touch, but basically you're going to scoop some out onto your fingertips, and very similar to your conditioner, you're going to start at your ends, work your way up to your roots, and then let this treatment sit in your hair for at least 15 minutes. So unfortunately, you just gotta have some time in the shower for this particular deep conditioning treatment. After you've left this mask in your hair for 15 minutes, you'll then go ahead and start rinsing it out. Take your time rinsing it out because your hair is gonna feel like it's been coated with this treatment. And that's a good thing. That's all of the good juices in that mask really working. But sometimes I find it can leave a little bit of residue behind. So just take your time when you're rinsing it. And I kid you not, when you step out of the shower and touch your hair for the first time, it is going to feel silky, soft, and supple. It is ridiculous the effect that this mask has on curly hair. I absolutely love it and I swear by it. This little tub here set me back $49.80 Canadian, so almost $50. It is a little bit up there in price, but like I said, you're not using it very often and you are only using a little bit. So a little bit does go a long way essentially. And that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it gave you some ideas as to what products to maybe investigate, do a little more research, or try out for curly hair. This is just what works for me, and I'm not saying that this is a one-size-fits-all solution. You do have to play around with a bunch of different products, and you've got to get yourself a good hairstylist who either has curly hair or knows how to work with curly hair, because it is a tough thing to work with. If you have any holy grail curly hair products or hair care products in general that you enjoy using, please leave them in the comment section below so everybody can learn from everybody else. And I also want to know what you guys are most obsessed with for curly hair. Before you click out of this video, you guys know exactly what to do. Hit the subscribe button and also give the video a big thumbs up to show me that you enjoyed it. If you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube, you can also follow me on all of my social media, which I will link for you in the description box below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you are all having an amazing day no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!